Hey. Awesome. Alright, so we're here on a Wednesday. A bit unusual, but I've got some time off work, which means I don't have to edit video tonight. Wanted to get on track, so I thought I'd invite you lot along with me. So, let's just make sure everything's running nice and smooth, everything looks good. And we're ready to go. Alright, so plan for today is going to jump into some Daily Race C, Laguna Seca, which absolutely kicked my butt on Monday. But I've been practicing, I've been preparing to hopefully have some better races today. So this is my first week doing this track on Daily Race at all. I think I've done it on one of the menu books or something like that during the single player mode. So learning it in daily race format has definitely been interesting. But thankfully, Gran Turismo brought out, or Polyphony brought out, the new Porsche 992, 922. I always get my numbers mixed up. Which has made this track quite enjoyable to drive. Having quite a lot of fun. Still haven't put together a race yet, but we'll see if we can do that today. The first thing, I did notice earlier that I have a ticket that's about to expire, and I never really check these, hence the stacking of them. This is expiring in 13 minutes, and it's a 6-star. Might as well spin it, see if we can luck into some credits or something. Give us something nice, please. We will take that. 500,000, not a bad way to start the day. We will leave the rest till later, because I do not need to open them yet. Let's go Daily Race C. We've got some time, so we're in no rush, but we will jump into a bit of time trial, just to get back used to driving again. It's always nice to have a bit of a warm-up. We've got plenty of time, so we can look at doing maybe some fast laps, and then afterwards a bit of pace laps just to get ready for the race, because it's a 14 lapper. Need to make sure, we survive all 14 laps, not just one fast one. Ooh. That's why it's nice to have that warm-up, isn't it? Got on the throttle a bit early there. Could definitely brake a little bit later as well. Not enough speed. It's alright. Bit deep there. Double dip there. But it's alright. We're getting ready for the race. Not trying to light the world on fire right now. Ooh. Light's a bit of danger, doesn't he? So I think, ooh, bit tight around that. Most important thing right now, I mean, we've not had a great start to this lap, but we're on lap 5, and right now we're lapping good times, and we're not dropping it. Which I don't think I strung together 4 laps on Monday without binning it somewhere. So we're definitely improved on our consistency. The next question is, can we bring it to the race? It's all well and good doing it by yourself in a time trial. Can you do it when there are other cars around? And the lights are shining bright. Got an ankle itch. Oh. Gotta be more aggressive on that turn. Oh, this is gonna be a spin. Yeah. Feeling pretty good. I mean, there's no tyre wear, which makes a difference. But feeling good enough about my confidence in the track that I can cover a race distance and possibly not bin it. Definitely know the track well enough now. I can properly race on it. Oh, complete wrong gear out of there. Didn't even realise. Lining that up is scary, but when you get it right, it makes a massive difference. Same with that one. Lining those up just feels so good. I don't remember the last corner that felt so nice when you line it up right. Or another track that has those types of corners. Yeah, too greedy. Just a little bit too greedy. So this is going to be the first proper bin it lap. Which is lap 8 in the race. I only have to do 7. Again, granted, more worn tyres. But it's alright. Oh. Ooh. Bit slippy through that. Alright. Feeling good. Too much speed through that. Didn't get on the brakes enough. And through there. Ooh. Not a great start to this lap. Alright, call this a regroup. Get back into a bit of rhythm after the last lap. And then we can go again. I think we'll do this one, we'll do one more, and then we'll actually register for the race. Not the best run at last corner. Alright, we'll do this last one. Then we'll register for the race. We'll see how we go on. Cheese! How's it going, bud? Aren't you gonna give... Oh, wait. This track is not great, you know, for street. Down the Wiz has found some pace. He has, thanks in large part to Darren the other night. Helped me figure some things out. So massive thanks to him. You found some pace yourself, mate. I saw that improved time. Whoa. And we'll also say that I've had today off work. I think I did it last night, but it's because I had today off work, so I could just keep going. I basically just did time trial, time trial, time trial, time trial, time trial, time trial, bit more time trial. No, I did, before I did that, I did the circuit experience as well, because I hadn't done it. And different car, but same, right? Like, jump in, do circuit experience, figure those out. We'll register for this. And circuit experience then did literally like just time trials. So 122.5 is the current best. I haven't got back into the 22 since that one lap because I haven't strung together everything. But I've got low 23s quite a lot now, so I'm quite happy with. I think take a bit of a chill before jumping back in. I was so excited because when I got that 22.5, I was in front of Darren, and it was like the master and the my brain doesn't work at this time of night. But getting that was nice, and then he went to beat it, of course. I did a couple of races today. I did 2 races today, earlier. Just to see sort of how it feels into... Like, when you run time trial for so long, it's so easy to forget how to race the track. Like, you know your lines and everything, but obviously in a race it's completely different. Apprentice, that's the one. So I did a couple, and my main 2 things I learned were where... Because of my time, I actually started on pole on both. So learning where people are going to attack me, which is super useful to know. And then learning the marbles. The marbles. That downhill chicane that you're seeing right there, I was struggling with that because of the marbles are heavy on this track as the race goes on. And I wasn't prepared for that because doing the time trial, like, there was no marbles. At least if there was, it was not 16 cars worth of marbles. So that was super useful to learn. But I need to put together an actual race, a good race. I haven't had one of those yet. I've only done those 2 since Monday. So I've put in a lot of time. We'll see if we can improve. Yeah, it's the thing is that the outside line of that, it's, I want to say more than half of it, probably like 2/3 to the right side, is just covered in marbles. So the line I would normally take is quite tight on the entry, and then ride that curb on the way out. But if you overshoot on the entry, even just by like an inch, you're straight on the marbles. And I span out a couple of times on that, which I never once did in all of my time trial laps. So it was completely unexpected. But I'm thinking, like, the way I plan to race is to be pretty cautious. Like, I'll probably start somewhere up on the grid because that time is pretty good, and we are just about in a B lobby, so probably not as fast the drivers, at least on a single lap, but they're going to have way more race experience than me on this track this week, for sure. It's been smooth in the second left-hander up the hill, where you dab the brake. I've been dropping to third as opposed to staying in fourth. I'm 50-50 on that one at the moment. Sometimes I ride it in fourth. Sometimes I drop to third. Before, I was dropping into third to get round it, whereas now I can get round it in fourth pretty much like 90% of the time. But sometimes I'll drop to third just because I haven't carried enough speed and I just want like quicker acceleration out of it. But it's hard. It's so hard to sight to be consistent because you can't see. There's no reference point to know how you're turning. It's got to be pure muscle memory. So you're right. You got to dab that brake, and the weird part is you've got to turn before you can see. To carry fourth through it, you've got to turn the wheel before you can see where you're going. But if you turn it just a tiny bit too early, you're going straight into the sausage, and then that's it. It's over. So I'd say get in the time trial and just practice, like do that bit, or do the circuit experience for that. I think that'll be, because you can just do that sector over and over again. Yeah, exactly. Got to brake earlier. I think as well, like as the marbles build on this, I'll be braking earlier through the corkscrew as well. Just get on the brake just a touch earlier than I normally would, just to not risk. Like I'd rather have to drag a little bit of slow speed to actually get into the corner than have to hit the brake too hard and go into the marble. But yeah, my advice on that left-hander, the over the blind hill left-hander, definitely do circuit experience. Circuit experience wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. Oh, appreciate it, mate. That is new. That is a 1 of 1 designed by yours truly. Had to pay homage to the man. And I've put a nice little quote from him when he won his 7th title. And I've put that mainly because it would be one that when my kid gets older, he will learn to know. And I want him to believe he can do anything. So I had to get that one up. I'm going to get more at some point. But I need to sort out, as you can see, the paint. So do you know about these paint swatches? Because they talk about it a lot. But I've got 10 paint swatches here. We're trying to figure out what we're painting in the house. So you can just see the bottom of one here. So the wall will be changing colour at some point. The quote is, "That's for all the kids out there who dream the impossible. You can do it too, man. I believe in you guys." That was what he said on the radio when he locked in that 7th title. Very emotional. I remember watching it. It's a good memory. I mean, I have like a big affiliation to the guy just because I grew up in Brackley. Like, that's my hometown, which is where Mercedes is based. And like it's a big deal when Mercedes win over there. So it's kind of hard not to be a Lewis fan from where I'm from. I mean, there's a lot of teams around here, but literally in my hometown. And I remember before I even got into Formula 1, my dad loved Formula 1, so he's watched it my whole life. I wasn't really into it as a kid. He had the biography, so I read that as well, and I found it super interesting. Have you seen the any of the practice that they've been showing? Or not practice, the test. Because they're actually airing it this week, like full length airing. I caught a bit of it today, Ferrari, looking good. Looking good, gotta say. I mean, it's hard to tell with tests, but I think the fact that they're running the new fuel, and they did last week, and no one else did, that says a lot. The new little innovation they brought today as well. It's pretty interesting. You've been glued to Sky Sports. Did you see at the end of the afternoon, the start procedure that they did, the practice of the new start procedure? It was interesting. It was long. It was very long. I'm not a fan of those new lights they have on the front of the car, on the wing mirrors. It makes that shot, like that classic starting grid shot, a bit weird. Wow, so you're big on the Formula One then. So who's your favorite driver of all time? Who did you love before Lewis Hamilton? You're very in my face, microphone. Let's put you back a little bit. Here we go. Senna. I wish, like, at some point I'm going to do a deep dive on the history of Formula One, just for my own sake. Because I know about all these older drivers. I say I know about all of them. You hear a lot about them, but I didn't get to see them. As I said, I wasn't into it when I was young. It's only sort of I've probably been properly into Formula One for about 15 years now. It was on in my house, but I didn't pay that much attention. I think it was because my dad watched everything. Like, Formula One weekend is long, right? And especially when there's no cars on track, like all the build up and stuff. And when you're young, like, it's boring. Now I love it. Like, I watch anything they put out there. But yeah, it'd be cool to watch some of the old races and like properly appreciate what they were doing. Like, when you look at the old cars now, because they always compare older generation cars to the new ones when they come out, right? Those old cars, they look so technically simple compared to what there is now. So driving them, super impressive. Oh wow, so it's been a big part of your life, Formula One, then, for you to remember that. You must really, really like it. That's cool, man. I'm looking forward, in a weird way, to Lewis once he's done, depending on what happens with Red Bull, how good they are, because they got their new engine, right? But it seems to be doing all right. But when it's not a Max or Lewis, because if you think, like now, it's been Max or Lewis, other than last year, as a dominant force for so long. And even last year, like, Max was the best driver over the course of the year. It'd be like that sometimes. Just because you like to see something doesn't mean you do it. Oh, the server's alright. Looks like we've actually got a race to do. Yeah. Oh. So I had a race with Dome earlier, and he did not like being behind me. I wonder if he's just been racing all day. Mr. Robot? The Mr. Robot? We'll see how we get on. There's some decently fast people in here. Anyone in the 122s is fast, man. Like, I don't know how I pulled off that time. Oh yeah, good call. I genuinely don't know how I pulled off that time. Dome, Gilm 86, Bommy, Flat 6 Fury, LCS 87. Are these Any names you recognise? Alright. Let's see what we can do. Tudu. Ziva. Quite a multicultural grid, this. This is just about a B lobby. One loss and we'll definitely be back in C. I always hate going from pole, trying to figure out braking point on the first lap. Tyres definitely cold. A little bit of a nudge through there. That's alright. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame, man. You never want to take someone out like that. Just too much speed. Alright, I promise things will get better. Dirty tyres. Let's go. Good thing is, there's going to be plenty of other accidents, as you'll see. Did I just spin him? I can't tell. I had to go very slow not to run into him. I'll let him through. Oh. The thing is, so I had a race with him earlier, and he was kind of hit or miss how close he was to me. Some laps he was really close, some laps he was dropping back. So he's not super consistent. Okay, so we're gonna get onto this pack before long. Yeah, that other car out the last turn, I'm gonna have to watch that back because I really did everything I could to not make contact, and I definitely didn't make contact in the corner because I didn't feel anything. But I think when they accelerated out, their car turned into mine a little bit, which then created the contact. But I'm not sure. Alright, let's try and make up some places. Why? We'll be on lap 3, going into 4. Still plenty of time left in this one. Oh, that's the one. That's the exact one I wanted to avoid. Oh, okay, I'm glad I was ghosting. I saw him coming fast in the rear view. "5 seconds. What happened?" Going off on that uphill is one of the worst places because you have such dirty tyres, and then it's a very technical part of the track right after it, and it makes it really hard to gain any traction. My God, what is going on? I'm being super inconsistent right now. Alright, let's try and lock in. I think this is one of the problems with doing lots of time trial, is things like tyre wear you don't get on top of. And even if it's just a little bit, like, it does make a difference. And also I think I'm prone to being a bit desperate after I've had one mistake, instead of just staying calm. Oh, Dom Danger. Interesting. I think... So, I used to drive bonnet view. That was my original view. And then I found, once I switched, I was a lot faster. I've not tried it on this track, but in general... Oh my gosh, what am I doing? In general, I prefer this view. How's it going, Dom? This isn't... My issue right now is not an issue of not being able to drive the track. It's just, I'm in my head, I think. Because I've done my own race sims trying to practice for this, where I'm driving 20 laps. And I'm hitting metronomic times. But I had an unexpected moment early in the race, and I've definitely just got in my head. Dom, how's this track? You're building back from reset. I lost it. Oh, mate. How's this track in, you're VR, aren't you, right? I think that's the motto for this track. building from the back. Always VR. How is this track on VR? It's so up and down. Is it not like being on a roller coaster? Okay. What race are you doing at the moment? Alright, let's go into the pits. I love this pit entry. Easiest pit entry in the game? I don't have the VR headset. I'm not sure after I got this set up I can swing it in the budget. The next thing I'll be getting is a PC because I run off of a Mac and it's not great for streaming. But one day I'll get on there. Cheese, maybe you're gonna have to be my conduit. You're gonna have to do it and let me know how you get on as well. Just start with like one lap. Do one lap, see how it goes. Yeah, it's one of those technologies, like when it came out, I was so excited about, like, oh, I can't wait until I get this. And then you realise, oh, it's not something you're just going to pick up one day, unless you really budget for it. I did the what was it called? The Apple Vision OS? Vision Pro? The demo? That thing is nuts. That's my main experience with VR. You see, that's the one I was talking about there, Cheese, about like the line is fine in fourth, but sometimes if I'm not confident enough, I don't carry enough speed, and then I have to drop to third anyway. So what's our actual net position here? Very slow at the last. Is 9th our net position? 10 seconds back on the next car. And 7 seconds ahead. So it's going to be a very lonely end to this race, as long as I don't do anything stupid. You've got to use the width of this track. Like, it's so... Oh, I'm in the wrong gear. I'm in complete wrong gear. And there's the stupid thing I was talking about. I don't know if I'm built for effective racing while streaming. Unless I really know the track. But it's alright. I don't mind. It's all practice at the end of the day. The sausages, you've got to get close to them on this track. The curbs, you've got to ride them on this track. That's one of the most uncomfortable moments I've had trying to figure out is turn 3. Riding that one. Riding the curb, you've got to get wide enough to ride the curb. But you've got to have your wheel dead straight, otherwise you'll spin out. I'll show you what I mean on this next lap. No, mate, don't apologise. I volunteer for this, right? No one forces me to do this. It's all part of the learning curve as well. Like, this one here, you've got to get straight to be on the curb. Otherwise, if you apply the brakes while on that curve, you're screwed. And it took me a while to sort of nail that. Alright, I still think I can get on the back of these cars. Someone's had a moment. Like that. I had to brake earlier than I normally would for that. Just to protect from those marbles. This one, if you can get a wider entry and get close to that. And then this one, that gains you a lot of time as well. Okay, I'm definitely in my head at this point. I had such a good week on Red Bull Ring last week as well. Wait, I just got lapsed, didn't I? Yep. Oh no, Dome's in 12th. Wait, what? I thought I was already in 13th. I recognised the livery, but just assumed he was still in first place. Oh no. Contact early in the race, wasn't it? You see, this is what I was saying about him earlier. Because I've had a lot of offs, and he's only just passed me now. So he must have had his own mess of a race. Which is why I'm not so quick to just let him fly by, even though it seems like he's right on my tail at the start of the race. It's the same thing happened last time I raced him. Yeah, that initial contact, the uphill, there was nothing I could do about that at that point as well. It sucks that I'm not sure why I didn't ghost, because he went into the side of my car. It's not like I was sort of pointing forwards, like I was facing sideways. And the game just let him collect me. That line will be the death of me. Oh, I've gone wide myself. Like, I feel Dome is very much like me on this track. Like, fast when he's putting the laps in properly, but prone to a moment. These tyres are really starting to, like, it doesn't look like there's much tyre wear, but you can feel it. And I guess the track as well, like, it's not as fresh. Like, the braking feels sluggish. Don't do it. The double apex. It's alright, Dom. You'll just have to race like the rest of us. Yeah. That double apex, when you hook it up, if you can hook up that and then the next two corners, you can really set up your whole lap. This is why I need to do the races again. Doing the time trial doesn't prepare you for how the car's handling at this point in the race. Yeah, the first sector, if you can hook it up, it can set up your lap, but it sounds like for you, Cheese, it's that fast uphill left-hander, and then, yeah, exactly, Dom, I agree. That fast left-hander, and then after you come out the corkscrew, that downhill left-hander, getting close to the sausage, like opening it wide enough to get close. And then the same then when you go through the penultimate corner, opening that wide enough to get really close as well. Both of those is where I found a lot of time by hooking that up. It's so funny because you've gone from last week where it was Red Bull Ring and sausages were like your friend. Like, ride those things. And same car as well, by the way. To this week, the sausages are... They just must be that much higher. Right, let's just get a bit of confidence back in. Remind myself I can drive. Not a great entry. I'm driving it like it was the end of the last race instead of fresh tyres, clean track. I'll call this the warm-up lap, installation lap. Get a bit of flow back into this. Yep. Felt that was happening. Oh, mate. Is it bad? The rain. Do you race with headphones as well? Oh man, that must be heavy. I can't hear anything when I've got my headphones on. So I can't imagine. Hopefully it settles down for you. Is the van okay? Like it's not causing any problems that side, is it? Alright, we'll get one more in, just about. Providing it's nice. Yeah. Thought that was going to happen. Tried to save it. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Most important thing. As long as you're safe. That's what matters. So I'm definitely in my head right now. But I'm going to try and woosah. And free up. See, my racing keeps me really warm. As soon as I sit down and race, I start to cook. I had to actually open a window just to not like boil myself. This will be C lobby, right? There's no way we're still in B. After that, where did we end up? 13th, 12th? So last race, binned it on the first lap. So need to make sure we don't do that. Gotta be comfy. Yeah, for this race, like I spend all day in like either jeans or sweats over my shorts, t-shirt, hoodie, all that. And then I get to racing, it's just shorts and t-shirt. I get so hot. It's like my body thinks I'm actually in a car. Yeah, mate, that'd be cool. We haven't had have we had a race? I think maybe some time ago. You make it sound so simple, Dom, but you're so right. Like, if I could just stay on track, I will have a decent result. 121.8. That is rapid. That is absolutely rapid. So we've not had any races. I was wondering if we had one like some time ago, but I can't remember. My memory, I barely remember who's in the race I'm in now. Quite a lot of the same names, I think. I recognise some of them. Lewis Hamilton's in this one. Hamilton 44. Is the SR a case of... Is the bad SR, I should say, a case of lack of clean racing? Or just is it a VR thing? Because I imagine VR can be quite difficult to know your boundaries. Because... Yeah, I imagine VR, you've got to actually, like, use your peripheral a lot more. And I don't know how good VR is for peripheral vision as well. Like, do you have to turn your head a lot more? Yeah, I did do that. Okay. Mission, stay on the track. Don't overdrive. Just drive. Oh, don't, mate. Just got punted a little bit there through that one. Oh. This has not been... Oh, couldn't even see the sausage. This has not been a friendly first lap. Good thing is, though, I haven't done any of the misgivings, which is nice. Dang. Senna's not happy. And they've left. I apologise, I might be quite quiet through this one. Alright, I'm going to pull back through here because I'm not going to try and go too wide through the corkscrew. Oh, gone too deep. Cockpit view only on the VR. Whoa. So, already limited for view, and then you've got to contend with the VR view limits as well. No, no. Oh. That corner, if you even touch the sand, that's it. The spin is real. Oh, jeez, that's not good. Something I'm not a massive fan of on this one. It's super easy to avoid the penalty there, and I don't even do it on purpose. But if you come off the throttle while you're off the track, you just don't get a penalty. But I naturally just come off the throttle anyway, because I don't want to accelerate when I'm off the track. On a downhill corkscrew. I think they need to sort that one out a bit there. Too tight for that. Alright, let's see if we can put a bit of pressure on Flat Six Fury. Alright, lap 5. Bit narrow through there. I had to wait to get on the throttle. Ooh, there's fighting behind. Helping me break clear a little bit. That was very touch and go through that. Ooh, too close. Was not on the throttle though, so it's alright. Yeah, very late on that one. Just had to make sure I didn't spin. Most important thing. One more and then we'll come in. Ooh. Mighty Renault had a bit of a rough exit there. Giving me a bit of room. Missed that downshift again. I occasionally do miss that downshift in this car. Hey, Tom, what's up, mate? Right, coast down here, and then we'll get ourselves into the pits. Appreciate you for joining, Tom. How you been, mate? Enough Excel for today. I feel you on that. Ah, the amount of countless hours I spent in Excel in my life. Just realised that didn't even make sense. The amount of countless hours. Well, you're all done now. You going to be getting on the track? Or is it too late now? Hamilton 44 is not in our race, unfortunately. So we've not gained any time through whatever happened there. Why? Okay, interesting choice. Okay. Please get out of the way. Okay, this car is legitimately slowing me down now. Thank you. Oh, look at this. So that outlap following Hamilton 44 actually hurt me. Flat 6 Fury did the overcut and nearly got me. Wait. I'm just thinking. Was Flat 6 Fury one of the top 3 runners? Not behind me. I can't remember now. Because Edney, I want to say, hasn't pitted. Maybe they have. Maybe that was the top 3. It's the only race I've done. I wouldn't say it's my favourite, but it's one that was a challenge that I wanted to conquer. I'd never done this in daily race before, and ooh, I know you said you caught a little bit of the stream on a rewatch, but Monday was rough. I mean, today's been rough so far, to be fair. Thanks for the bump. Appreciate that. Oh, a bit late on the brakes there. So, this is a track I really didn't want to run from. I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could get better. Long way around. Alright, let's go pillowy vessel. Ooh. We'll take that. They've recovered that quite well, to be fair. bad run through that. Well, we got 3 more laps. And I'm the head of the snake, apparently, for this. We'll see what we can do, Cheese. Luckily for me, they're doing a bit of fighting behind. They're fighting for the honor to fight with me, apparently. Oh, a bit deep. Again. Need to adjust that braking marker now. Two more laps. Our pillowy vessels made the move, made it stick. Looks like it. And they're quite rapid. Just terrified of the curb there, the sausage. Old Dome's had a bit of a nightmare. Don't do it. Not now. Alright. One more lap to lock it in. Let's go. Talk about a comeback story from Monday. Last race. Well happy with that. Podium! And Dome. Nearly got back to you, mate. I tell you what, if I learned anything in that race, actually staying off of the dirt makes a difference. Podium! Oh! TBD develops. Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate it. How are you? I'm pretty sure that's the first message. Unless I missed it. I was not. I was mostly avoiding the chat for that race. Wanted to actually lock in a little bit. We'll save that. Unfortunately, I didn't record that race, but it's alright. We'll just have to get another good result, won't we? Yeah, Grime. Absolutely smashed it. I wish I didn't have quite that start. Did you do the whole race? Nice. Let's get you in these. Look at this. You see... Where am I? Driver rating. You see that green arrow? Up. It went up. First time, I think, on this track. We'll get another race in. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can repeat the no bin race. Had a couple of hairy moments, but quite happy with that. I'm just catching up on the chat. Cheese, watching me for tips. You know that's not a good idea. Maybe occasionally. Maybe if we just do time trials. The race. I don't know if I've had more of a disconnect in a daily race between a race, how it feels in a race, and how it feels in a time trial. In, like, Red Bull Ring as an example, last week, it feels exactly the same for me. A time trial lap and a race lap. What have you been racing this week, Tom? I see you've set a time on this, but have you been jumping in this race or have you been doing the other ones? Hey, TBD Develops, if you're still around. Have you liked the stream? Have you subscribed? Do I see your name in the subscriber list? Is it too forward of me to ask? Alright, Cheese. Good luck. I know you got it. Imagine we're going to have a lobby with all four. Tom, jump in. Tom, Dom, Cheese and myself. We could see how we all get on. Just no punting. That's the rule. And maybe one day we'll get that DR up. We can get Darren, catch up to him. It's a bit ahead of our pack though. Right, I'm just gonna stand up for a second. Just stretch your old legs. turned it back on. Appreciate you, Tom. What races have you been in this week? What have you been focusing on? Or are you just sort of playing everything? Ooh, some new names in this one. A completely new lobby. I think maybe one repeat name. Interesting. Put that cushion nice in the back. Dom is oh, is my mic way too close? Dom is trying to sort out his SR so he can get in these lobbies. That's what he's saying. I think the VR is a bit challenging for the SR. But it'd be good. It'd be good if we could get us all in a race at some point. Okay, let's go. Mainly B. Is it because you don't like this track, or do you just like the mechanics of a B race? What is B this week? It is... oh, Dragon Trail, isn't it? It's definitely not one for the faint of heart, this one. But I'm starting to enjoy it. Well, if I can have podium results. But we'll see how this plays out. I'll get in a bit of a nudge there. Absolutely punted there. Happened to me. Oh, not the kind of sandwich you want to be in. It's not a great start to the race, is it? Everyone is sending everything. I'm a lot more, like, conservative the way I race. I don't just send it. Why are you flashing at me? Did you want me to just let you by? I'm not here because of pace. I'm here because I got punted. What is this car doing? This does not seem like a fun lobby. What is going on? Alright. Gonna have to settle into a completely different race to the one we thought we were gonna have. Well, that was the car that punted me on lap 1. Just had a bit of an off. Yeah. You should get in. Get in Daily Race C. Peer pressure. Don't give in to peer pressure, kids. Tom, do it. Yeah, my DR took a hit at the beginning of this week on this track. But it went... No. Ah! Dang it. I knew it was going to happen as well as soon as I saw that dirt. Oh, that's a brutal shift up into first. I'm trying to get off the racing line here. It's kind of hard to get off the racing line up this hill. Oh, not good, not good, not good. I'm so sorry. It doesn't help that I really struggle to correct after a spin on this track. Well, Tom, if you've ever wondered if you're ready for the humiliation, did you just watch what happened? It could be me and you at the back of the grid, friend. Right, is there any recovery in this race? How far are we? 10 seconds back. Don't think so. Oh. What is? What am I driving? The 911. The new one. I'm not sure why I'm being so spin happy this race though. Yeah, I'll set up my brake balance. It's just me, isn't it? Oh, someone's dropped out. Alright, let's try and string together at least a couple of laps. I did try the BRZ at the very beginning of the week, just on the time trial lap. Too slidey. The oversteer, the snaps are a little much for me to handle. But this Porsche is a cheat code right now. Okay, that's a horrible first sector, so for that to be my best first sector, it's not saying great things. Pitting on lap 5. That's brave. Alright, I can catch up to Banter Kane. But there's no other cars anywhere near us. 6.5 seconds to the next car. And I'm pretty sure they just pit. Did they? Looks like there's a few undercuts happening. I think they made sure there was no way of avoiding that. Oh, I'm gonna get a penalty for that as well. Oh. Just to add insult to injury. That's gonna be 3 seconds. Darren! The man, the myth, the legend. How's it going, bud? Yeah, the brake balance definitely sorted me out. How is that not a penalty? By the way, I'm talking about me. How did I not get a penalty? Can you move out of the way with your weird weave driving? Of course, it's Nations Cup, isn't it? Can you... This car is doing the absolute most. Why? Why? I've got to find the opportunity to get past this. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Brake balance -2 worked. I think it's track dependent, you know, because brake balance 5 for me here is working really well. But last week, -3 worked really well for me. And then I think at Yas, I did -2. So I think there's got to be something about the track. Wait, so how did you get on? I don't know if you said it. Let me see if I can see it. How did you get on in the first race? Did you alright? P4. Nice one, man. So is it a one and done? What is the race as well for today? I haven't actually paid attention to anything. If I'm going to see anything like that, normally it's if Kizzy does it, and Kizzy's away, so I've missed the Nations Cup today. Oh, this is a very lonely race now, other than the car behind. That mistake early on really messed things up. Yes, Tom! That's what I'm talking about. Get in. Daily Race C. Let's end up in this... Well, right now, I'm going to end up in C. A C lobby after this race, unfortunately. Two stops mandatory, all mediums. How was tyre wear? Was it bad, or was it just like even splits on the tyres? No weather. What was the track? There's still so many laps to go, and I'm 22 seconds behind the next car. This is... This is punishment. Okay. Also, I don't know, I haven't looked today. I'm assuming not because he's off, but he's not dropped the race combos for the next Ricky Taylor, has he? Because I really feel like I need to practice that. I cannot go into that one cold. Oh, nice one, Tom. Hopefully we get in the same lobby, but... yeah, I don't know if you're seeing my position right now. I might not be in B after this one. I had a bit of a mare at the start. And with a 22-second gap, there's 0% chance I catch up to anyone in 3 laps. Oh, forgot to downshift. Kind of checking out a little bit here. I might be. I might not be though. We'll see. If I am, it's luck. Just been clinging onto it. Kind of in not chill mode, but not really racing for anything at this point. So my only goal is to not lose my place. Andy! What's up, mate? Wait, did you say pop in again? Have you been in chat already? Did I completely miss that? If so, I'm so sorry, Andy. That's very rude of me. This is why I'm trying to set up the spot tricks, so I can know when people join. This is not an extremely friendly track for looking at the chat at the same time. We got a podium in the last race, would you believe it? And then we started this race with a nightmare, which has now put us in absolute no man's land. So I'm not really racing anyone. Oh, Andy, I'm so sorry, mate. That's very rude of me. I hope I didn't miss other people as well. I tried to be polite. Good thing is, Andy, feeling a lot better on the track, as much as I've had a bit of a nightmare in this one. Feeling like I can actually race it now. So, as long as I stay on the track, I can be quite competitive. Richie Racers. Everyone, Rough Wizard Daily Race Award winner in the chat. Appreciate you, Richie. Dom, what a legend! We got to give some trophies for Dom for that. Winning on this track in VR did the most important question. How's your SR? Are we going in the right direction? Maybe we'll have all three of us, all four of us, me, you, Cheese and Tom, in a lobby. It could happen. Crazier things have happened. Nice. So, does that mean, Cheese, you now have to go and qualify again? Because you can start higher up then. From the back. Mate, that's really impressive. That is very, very impressive. Alright, moment of truth. We are somehow still a B driver. It's one of those. Cheese, Dom, I'm very happy for you. Fastest lap at 22.7. That's pretty mad to do that in the race. So you've not raced. Richie's been Daily B all week. A lot like Tom, and guess what? Tom's jumping into a C to see if we can get in the same lobby. Richie? Or are you too far ahead? Would you be in a better lobby than us? Sean! We've got Sean in the chat. Evening all, been racing myself. How you doing? That was your second race, Dom, and you won from the back. And set a 22.7. What? That's amazing. Oh, Richie, you were. Get on. Let's see if we can all get in a lobby. It looks like we're all around the same rating. Sean, how are you doing, my friends? It's nice to see you've been racing as well. I'm doing good. This has been a tough track this week. Next 2 races, you'll be with me. Okay. But you're going to start at the back and beat me. So... But the good thing is then I can follow you and learn. Always take the positives, right? The races have been... We've had 3 races so far today. And we've had 2 to forget. And we've had a podium. Oh, 3 races? 4 races maybe. I can't remember. 3 races, I think. Andy, I appreciate you. Maybe one day I can get an earlier stream in so we can have you around for longer. But take care of yourself. I appreciate you for stopping by. And I will not miss you again next time. I've been practicing Husky League. I need to do that. I need to jump on that. I need to talk to my team because I registered for Ricky Taylor first and League starts on the same day. And Ricky Taylor's 4 hours. So definitely can't do both races. So hopefully I can sub out for the first Husky race, do the Ricky Taylor, and then I'll do the next Husky race. But our team's kind of thin at the moment. Yes. Got it up. It's to distract your eyes so you don't so you don't see that. Yeah, our team is... I'm not going to lie. I'm a little bit scared that I'm going to let the side down. Because they're all in content, but they're all quick as well. They're all... What? They're all A... At least A. Nice, Richie. Yeah, I think tonight will be me. I think Friday I'm going to jump in and do some... I need to figure out what I'm doing. Whether I'm doing League or Ricky Taylor on the 7th. If I'm doing Ricky Taylor, 4 hours, Nürburg, heavy damage, crazy weather. That needs practice. Like, for sure needs practice. Because, whoa, that heavy damage. Sean, let's see how this next race goes and let's revisit that. To be honest, it all depends what the combo is. I did look at the schedule, but I've not like memorized it. I can't remember what the tracks are at the beginning. But if they're tracks I'm familiar with, we'll be alright. I signed up because I want the challenge. Like, if I'm parroting, if I'm repeating the same things a lot, tell me to shut up. But I like to challenge myself. I like to be outside my comfort zone. It's how I get better. And yes, it does mean that I also put it out for the world to see me absolutely bin it. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That's the way I live. Alright, we're nearly in this one. So we went from podium to P11. Can we swing it back in the other direction and get a decent result? We've somehow held on to a B rating, which I think, to be fair, is about right, because my bad placings are not due to others, they're due to my own mistakes. But when I'm racing, I can race up there. Hey, pole. Don't like the look of that. Not a big fan of pole, to be honest. Do I recognize any of these? Oh. Vettel's in the chat. Felly. Have we raced? We must have. Rasmus. That was the first ever winner of Daily Race Awards Best Overtake. Back in the lobby together. Good luck to you as well. Running away will be a challenge. Oh, nice. Let's go, Cheese. We didn't get matched with Tom. I hope he's still in it. I hope he's still gone for the race. Ooh. Goal is going to be settle in. Not worried about winning. If someone's going to pass me, fine. Just stay on the track. Yeah, sure. Appreciate it. I always brake too early on pole. Always. That's the large part why I don't like it. Alright, I might be a bit quiet through this one, chat, just because I'm not very good at reading the chat on this track. It's a bit windy. Did not have a great run through that. Oh, bump at the wrong time. All right. Let's try to get something. Dirty tyres, of course. This is a good summation of my week so far on this track. Had a bit of a bad run through the corkscrew, and then just got nudged right at the wrong moment, which sent me off. Now 20 seconds behind. Alright, let's work our way back. Let's get a bit of momentum. I knew it. I hope this is not a lonely race. "13 seconds back on the next car." Whoa. 1:37, fastest lap. If that doesn't say it all. Someone quit. Drop into third. I've lost confidence through that. Someone's in the pits already. Interesting move. I wonder why. What is the strat here? Pit halfway. Tyre wears bad enough. Yeah. Oh, it's horrible. It's mandatory pit, yeah. Same tyres, no change. And the tyre wears bad enough that you don't want to be like pitting as early as they have, because you're going to be hurting by the end of the race. You can maybe do an under and overcut, 1 lap. If you're good at controlling the tyres, maybe 2 lap difference. But I've just pitting laps. I've not had a situation where I felt the need to cut it short or extend. My only hope of staying in B now is exactly that, is if people bin it and I could somehow get in front of them. So I'm so far off the pack. And this is before pit stops. Oh, Felly. That was a nice crunch in my headphone. Maybe, so that was a early pit, but they're in the Huracan. Maybe the control is different in the different cars. But in the Porsche, it's feeling quite sensitive. When you get into lap 7 laps on these tyres, it's noticeably different. I think as well, the track, the marbles really roll onto this track in certain parts. So you don't want to be on dirt, like really aged tyres going through those as well. Broke way too late through that. Alright, so we're in 10th, but we're not really in 10th because a couple of cars behind it have pitted. So what's that? P12 really. One more, and then we'll pit. deep there. Nervously close to that sausage. Alright, we'll see how things shake up after this pit. I have a feeling it's P12. Is our true position. Just book it into the pits on this track. No hesitation. It is a long pit stop as well. Yeah. 12. That's what I thought. A long way to catch up to the cars in front. Gonna have a stellar second half of this race, and someone else to have some accidents. Those early stoppers might struggle towards the end, so that could be a couple of places we might be able to fight for towards the end. Oh, nice, cheese. You'll be going up to B, and I'll be going down to C. Oh, one day. One day we'll be in the same lobby. "19 seconds. Rage quit. No, Tom, no! It gets better, I promise. Wait, do I promise that? I'm currently in P12, 20 seconds behind the next car. So maybe it doesn't get better. Uh, 2 seconds quicker on a quali lap. Race laps, however, another Willow Springs mask. Willow Springs, the last time I did it in daily races, wasn't last time it was on, it was before that. I actually quite enjoyed it. But I also did nail 100 laps of time trial, just to get used to the track. I'm a bit of a masochist to myself when it comes to things like this. Very deep through that. I mean, I'm not really in a race with anyone, am I, at this point? Just on a nice Wednesday stroll through Laguna Seca. What is the... I've not even looked at Daily Race B this week. What is the like, Dragon Trail? How long is it? What cars? Oh, the guy at the front of the field. Garden, 5 laps, Group 4. Citroen's a meta. The Citroen, to me, is kind of like this Porsche. Like, it's a very stable car. Like, I enjoyed driving it when it was Catalonia a few weeks ago. In the top 1,000. Dang. Yep. Hard tyres, classic. Ooh, 2.5 more laps of this. And then I have a feeling we're in for a good race after this one. I cast no spells other than the Binnet. I don't know. The field spread seems to be quite big on the quali laps on this one. My problem is my quali time's too good, so I keep ending up starting high up on the grid with people who are much more comfortable and wanting to overtake me very early on. And they get very aggressive with me because I'm slowing them down. But this track's not easy to get out of people's way. Oh, yeah, that's not what you want. Those low SR, higher DR drivers. They drive as if they're on a time trial and there's no other cars on the track. Well, it's the final lap, and this race has been pretty lonely after that first lap nonsense. If we can avoid shenanigans on lap 1, we might get another podium. CS the best experience. I think when I've been slightly higher B, like when these points down here are somewhere around the high 12,000s, 13,000s, which is like the highest I've gotten. Those lobbies are quite good because people race fairly. In the low B lobbies, you just got... So you've got people like me, right? Where... What's happened, Darren? Let us know. I'm on the edge of my seat. Spun 2 times and still finished 4th. I wish I had the same luck. I got a knock at the wrong time on that race and ended up at the back. Then got dirty tyres, had a bit of a spin, and that was it. But yeah, these lobbies, look, we've got to be in C now, right? Still in B somehow. These lobbies where you're a low B, but you have such a variance in time, they're hard. Oh, jeez, mate. Unlucky. Wait, so talk me through this, Darren. You've gone brake balance change for this race. You've gone to a -2 for this race. Have I told you nothing, Sean? Same car. This, you can't... This is not a track to experiment with cars. BB, so you've gone 1 to the... Alright, let's see what you're doing. You convinced me to go 5. So, this is where I used to be. Then you got me going here, Darren. And then, to be fair, I got fairly quick. But you're saying you're here? Every track is to experiment. This, I would fear for my life driving any other car on this track. So the supposed to be meta for this was the BRZ, right? And that one, that wasn't even comfortable for me. Tom, amazing to have you here. Appreciate you stopping by. Sorry for the ill advice. Jump into Daily Race C. Stick to B. It's fine. We'll get into a lobby another time. But have yourself a good night, mate. So the reason that my quali time is probably a second faster than it should reflect is because of Darren. So I've got to listen to him when it comes to this stuff. Five's giving you too much rotation. Let's see. Let's see how this feels. I mean, the car just feels so different in this time trial lap. Ooh, that was close. Oh, Dom. Look at you. I'm proud of you. The question is, are we still gonna... Well, am I still gonna be in a B lobby by the time it gets to an S? Because I think at the moment, it's got to get to an S for us to get matched, unfortunately. They should have like a BYOB on the lobbies. You can bring one buddy. I'll bring you along, Dom. Not connected through this lap at all. Okay. I've not seen, just so you're aware, I've not seen any SRAs in the lobbies, so I hope we can get matched. Oh, bit too much speed through that. I don't know, Darren. You've like converted me so far in the opposite direction to what I was doing before. Now you're trying to get me to meet in the middle. I'll have to. What am I doing? There we go. I'm going to have to stick with my +5 for now. And then I'll do maybe a bit of time trial tomorrow if I get time. Play around with it. "27 seconds for another plunge into the darkness of Laguna Seca." It seems like this is not a track people are enjoying, except for Darren and myself. So Sean, you said you've been doing... I'm jumping back to what you said earlier in the chat now. You said you've been doing some racing. Have you been doing this race? P2. We prefer that over P1. Yeah, I think the brake balance one, like, there's definitely things that are objectively better. But I think the objectivity of that would be if you were a top tier driver, then there'd be ones that are objectively better. But I'm not. So I gotta do there'll be quirks in my driving that are the opposite to a top tier driver. I mean, look, I'm gonna experiment with it. I'm definitely gonna experiment with it. Oh yeah, you did say you were doing Husky League. Yeah. Nice. Darren, you go ahead and race, mate. We've got... I think most people in the chat have been in and out doing some kind of racing. So no worries. Alright. Let's see what we can do on this one. Again, I apologize if I'm not watching the chat as much. Unless things go sideways and I'm at the back. Well, I'm going to try and lock in a little bit. Alright. Oh, I nearly got bumper to bumper there. We've survived lap 1. For now. Oh, Felly, what happened, mate? P1 seems to be quite quick on this one. I think we're going to be looking more behind than we are forward. I think they've had a bit of a nightmare behind us, looking at that gap. Bad run through that last corner. Lost a bit of time, but we're in a decent position. Nearly lost it there. Kept hold of it though. Just about. Someone's pitted already. Alright, P1's starting to run away a bit now. After that corkscrew mishap. Three more, and then we're going to go pits. Ooh. Got away with a bit of sausage there. Right. Chazman is definitely keeping pace, if not gaining a tiny little bit. A couple of tenths here and there. And this is a long race, so can't take for granted that gap. Yeah, it's definitely coming down. Oh, I missed the downshift there. That's going to cost me a couple of tenths. Richie, appreciate you for joining us. Hope you have yourself a good evening. Take care, bud. So we're keeping Chazman just around arm's distance, 4.5. Oh, got a bit deep there. Had to pull back just to save that. Not having any spins through the corkscrew. And into the pits we go. So we lost half a second? No, 3/10 with that little corkscrew mess. It looks like P1, 9 PP3s stopped pulling away as much as the tyres were getting worn. So it's quite interesting. I mean, they're definitely faster, but that gap wasn't growing after maybe 4 or 5 laps. Alright, are we coming out in traffic? It looks like the answer will be yes. Question is, how much traffic? Alright, we're alright. Get the tyres warm. Yeah, need that tyre warm up. Bit sluggish through there. It's alright. There's no offset with P1 because they pitted on the same lap, so no crucial outlaps or anything like that. Oh. Did they have a bit of a tussle? This helped bring me closer. Ah, I wish that car stayed out. The new leader of the race, winner. Oh, I dragged the throttle too much there. Oh, I've cooked that. That downshift saved me. If I stayed in 4th, I'd have been right into the dirt. That's a scruffy second half of a lap. Ooh. I've let him get away a little bit here. Oh. And I'm still not forgetting Chasman behind as well. 3.5 is nothing on this track. Alright. 2 laps in a row. Alright, my tyres are dirty, you've got to remember that as well. Yep. Chazman's coming for me now. Alright, tyres should be good now going on to the back straight, or the home straight. A 6-second penalty. I don't know if I've ever seen a 6-second penalty given in one go. I can see Chazman now. Gap's 2 seconds. Under 2. 3 laps in a row. I need to sort that out. Chazman is right there. 3 laps in a row. I've absolutely messed up that corner. And it's costing me big time. Alright, let's do this. I know the pace is in there. Ooh. Tell me, was that unfair racing, the way I took that? I don't think he was alongside me. Two laps. Quite hesitant through that. Time for a cornetto and chill. What flavour cornetto are we going for? Not a great run through there, but all we have to do is get through this last lap. Mint chocolate chip, a man after my own heart. That is the one. Glad it was actually the last lap. Darren! With the win! That's sick. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. If I had a keyboard, I'd be typing trophies for you. First place medal, trophy. First place medal, trophy. That's awesome, man. I think... Thank you, Sean. Yeah, I've never had such a relatively lonely race. There was a little bit there, but mostly lonely race. Feels so satisfying. So we've had a P3 today, a P2. Next up, P1. Oh, Darren, mate. That's got to feel good. That's got to feel really good. Congratulations. Thanks for the race. You killed it, my friend. Chazman, as well. You've gone. I was going to thank you for the race. We did it! We didn't bin it. Way 8. We'll take that. So. Oh, gotta feel good about that. Dom pitted, put inters on, then pitted again, put mediums. Oh, God, didn't come last. Wait. First of all, why inters? What was that about? Was that a mistake? You got that S. You've come in just in time to not race against me. Because that was the last race for today. I wanted to finish on high. I'm happy with that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be going again on Friday. I'm off for a couple of days, so I'm feeling good. I feel like I've got time. But it was an accident. That's impressive that you didn't come last. Oh, imagine that dirt if it did rain. That'd be horrible. It just turned into like wet sand. Your car would just sink. Well, I think it's been a bit of a mix for everyone in chat today in their races, except for Darren. Well done. Seems like you've just been having some good results. And Dom, crushing it from the back, other than that little mishap with the inters. But you got your S rating for your SR. Amazing. Don't go quicker, see you Friday. Well, so tomorrow I'll be editing the video. We'll see how long that takes. If I have time, I'll probably jump on and do a bit of running. Just because it's fun. But this has been awesome. I appreciate you guys sticking with me through the downs. Because then we get to have the nice wins, like a P2 and a Darren P1. Amazing, Dom. Definitely going to be looking out for that. I need to go and put the bell on so I can get reminded. But I appreciate all of you for joining. Those who have had to go to bed already or do other things. Seb for jumping in the chat before the video was even live. Amazing. I appreciate you all. We will be going again on Friday. And we'll see what we're doing in that. If we've got enough people that are up for it, might do a lobby. We can do random track, whatever. But 22-1 in the race. Mate, Dom, you're quick. You're too quick for me. But yeah, I appreciate all of you. It's been a great day, great evening. Have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. Go have a cornetto. Mint chocolate chip is the only way. You've heard it here. And through cheese. Have a good one all. Take care.